I'm old school. I'm old school. And because I'm old school, there are certain values that I uphold that maybe some of the new school guys may not uphold. Because I remember we had a discussion, and I think a lot of guys who are maybe like younger than me, they said that it's a freaking armband. It's a freaking armband. It's a piece of freaking cotton that you're supposed to put around it. It doesn't matter who the hell the captain is. It's irrelevant. How I grew up, watching football, being on football teams, the captain is significant. The guy who wears the armband is significant because it's symbolic, and from a psychological point of view, it permeates through the team. And if you're a manager and a coach, the psychological dynamics of the dressing room and the team is paramount and vital. This is what I've always said about a captain. Your captain doesn't have to be the best player. No, it doesn't have to be. If it is, cool. But the captain cannot be the worst player. I'll give you an example. Ambrosini, average player. But, and here's the thing, Ambrosini was probably, in that stacked Milan team, probably one of the weakest players. But he wasn't garbage and he wasn't a liability. So his performance, he had never had bad performances that stood out. He never was the reason why Milan lost the games, even if he may have been one of the weakest players. But obviously based on his character and the respect he commanded in the dressing room, he was captain. The captain doesn't need to be the best player. If I'm a manager, the guy who I make captain is who does everyone respect? Who does everyone gravitate towards? Who is going to lead by example? And they're different leaders. You see, Oliver Kahn is a certain kind of a captain who he was shouting, he was screaming and everything. But Simpson, aka Philip Lam, he's a different kind of a captain. He won't shout, he won't speak out loud, but people will follow him. And those two guys, Kahn, at the point was the best keeper in the world. I hold Philip Lam, aka Bart Simpson, as the greatest right back of all time. For Maguire, you can't not only be the worst player in United, you can't be the reason United lose games. You can't be memed. People cannot go onto social media and point at all of the different mistakes you make multiple times that lead to United losing. So it's messed up the dynamics of the team if your captain is single-handedly making you or contributing to you losing games. It's crazy. So, and we've been saying this for ages. So what Ten Hag did, it is 1000% the right move. And here's the thing, he should have done it earlier. But I do understand maybe why he waited, because he's like, look, let things just pan out. Maybe let me give you time to prove yourself. And if I've given you time to prove yourself, boom. But 1000% this is the right move. Because if you're a manager, dressing room, imagine if you're in the dressing room, and the guy who wears the captain's armband, the guy who does the coin toss, the guy who the referee always goes to because he's his captain, you know the dressing room, you know this guy's the worst player on our team. You know this guy is pretty much a liability. It's messed up the dynamics of the freaking team. So 1000% this was needed from Ten Hag. And I always felt that, was it pressure from perhaps the media that, oh, an English player needs to be captain? And I always felt that Maguire, he only held on to that armband based on just how important he is for Southgate and the England national team. So based on just how good he looks for the England national team, that's what's always buying him time. And that is the only reason why he was able to buy time to keep the armband. But 100%, this had to happen. This had to happen because it's ridiculous. You know, like, your captain cannot be the worst player. And I think that, you know, look at just what Ten Hag has been doing. Ten Hag has been very, very forceful. Like, because I always say that how he handled that Cristiano situation was excellent. Absolutely excellent. Because remember the pressure he came under from Ronaldo FC, the Ronaldo fanboys, and the way he handled that was perfection. And I think that, you see, I still feel he should have done this earlier, and I don't see the issue if he had taken away the armband during the freaking season. But maybe he may have felt that if I do that, it may mess up with the dynamics. Because I don't want a distraction from the team. So let the season pan out. Let's get that top four with no distractions, nothing in the media. Then when the season is over, off season, boom, armband, get out of there, man. And if I'm Maguire now, look for a new team. Because you've been consigned to the bench, you've lost your starting spots, you are well behind Lisandro Martinez and Varane for the defensive partnership, and you've now lost captain's armband. So these are L's upon L's upon L's upon L's. I've said for Maguire, look to Italy. Look to Italy or look abroad for a team, a system, and a manager that best suits your defensive capabilities. That's the thing that makes sense. But yeah, the Hag doing his thing, man. The Hag doing his thing. Well done to the Hag, man, because yet again, another W for the Ten Hag and another W decision made by the Ten Hag board. So, next thing right now, can you bring the Premier League all of the freaking UCL to Man United, man? Like that vid, subscribe if you're new, head over there to that official website, and I'll see you soon. Peace.